What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're healthy, safe and crushing all your goals. Let me know what you thought of that intro in the comments. I played around with trying to tell a little story with pictures and music to create a scene and have some fun whilst introducing the character and figure today. Being that I'm reviewing Spider-Man Far From Home upgraded suit 1/6 scale figure by Hot Toys MMS 542. I feel this is extra fitting as this guy is a super fun hero and deserves all the creativity from me to showcase him to you and show you how awesome he is and why I have him in the collection. Spider-Man is one of my favourite characters. Ever since I was little, I remember I used to love his stories. Fast forward to today and my appreciation of the character is still going strong. Even my daughter Mila likes Spidey, and that's also another reason why I like the character. It doesn't matter what age or gender you are, his stories and lessons resonate with everyone. So today, I will review the head sculpt, accessories and the figure before finishing up with a pose showcase to give you some display options and also just have some fun being creative with this guy. Full disclosure, I do use external pieces in the pose showcase to create scenes that do not come with this figure. This being the lava monster from the Stealth Suit Deluxe pack and the 3 drones from the drone accessory pack, plus the big extra drone that comes with the homemade suit figure. I'm building a big Spider-Man display and I have all these figures, so I wanted to try something different this time around. So, if you haven't already, do us a favor and hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and be a legend. By doing so, you go in the draw to win the Dark Knight 1/6 scale hot toy with a custom cape I'm giving away once I reach 1K subscribers. Now, with that, let's get on with the show. First up, let's take a look at this Tom Holland head sculpt. And man, oh man, this is very strong. It's spot on. It's 10 out of 10 for me, guys. It's definitely one of the best likenesses I've seen of him to date. I mean, look at that. You know who that is. The detail is next level. The color of the skin tone and hair is fantastic, and the shape of the face does capture that of Tom Holland's, and that's what I think adds to the overall likeness. I don't know about you, but part of the collecting fun for me is to enjoy the artwork that goes into the head sculpts. I love seeing what people can create, and when it's done well, that enhances the figure for me. Plus, if I like the character, I want the unmasked version of them to appreciate as well. Now, let's take a look at the sculpt with the Edith glasses on. The glasses have a bit of weight to them for how small they are, which I like, and I think they look good on him, and I'm happy that they added them as an accessory. They slot in behind the ears into little grooves. Just be careful when putting them on so you don't scratch the sculpt. They play a big role in the story in that film, plus I can use them with this head sculpt on the Stealth Suit Spidey and with Mysterio when I get him to recreate and create new scenes for photography and display showcases, which I'm going to be doing very soon on the channel with all my Spider-Man figures. Now, let's take a look at the masked head sculpt with the interchangeable eyes. I like it, and I like how the material matches the suit. There is a stitch bump at the top of the head, but it isn't very noticeable, so no issues for me with it. This piece also comes with 5 pairs of eyes, which I'm going to show you here with the time-lapse effect. I love the extra looks you can create with just changing the eyes out. First up, we have the wide eyes here. I do like these ones. Second, I'd say is these normal-looking eyes. I do like them as well. Third is squinting eyes like he's in fight mode. Then 4, squinting even more, which I do like better than the last pair. And then the 5th pair of eyes are the Peter Tingle eyes, which are really cool. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of the accessories. Now we've got Spidey there. He's just hanging out and chilling while we do the rest of this. After this, we'll move on to his look and articulation before finishing up with the pose showcase at the end. Now I'm only going to cover what I haven't already, so let's start off with the base here. Typical Hot Toys base, very light. You've got the Spider-Man upgraded suit on there. Nice colours though, the Far From Home logo on the top. I do like that. You do have the dynamic flight stands. Now we have this one here for Spidey with the waist grabber. Same as usual, and then you've got this one here for the drone, so very easy to attach down here, no issues, and it's very movable as well, which is great. And you've got this bit here that it slots into the bottom of the drone, which I'll show you in a sec. All in all though, I probably won't be using it for the display options I have planned, which I can't wait to show you down the road. Now let's move on to the drone. So this is the drone he comes with. It's one of the smaller ones. I like it though, however. I do like the paint details. I like the weathering. I do wish these green bits lit up, but photography, it's no problem at all. I don't expect it to. Good details on the back here. That's where the peg slot's in there. Just be gentle with it. Great details. Now, I'm not as worried about this one being small because I do have the homemade suit one with the bigger one, and I do have a drone accessories pack. And I'm probably going to pick up another drone accessory pack because what I have planned for my display cabinet once I receive Mysterio to put him along with the rest of the Spider-Man figures I have is something epic, and I cannot wait to show you guys on the channel. So for me, the more drones, the better. Now we've done the Edith glasses already. We've done the head sculpt. Let's move on to the phone. So you've got the phone here. Another cool addition. I don't know if you can see that. On my way, 2 minutes, Peter saying, and then MJ saying, don't text and swing. Good details there. You got a little crack on the screen, which I think is a real cool addition. They didn't have to do that. Then you got the mask. So the mask is great. Same texture and feel as the head sculpt. The eyes look great as well. They don't come off, so don't try and pull them off. And don't try and put the mask on the Tom Holland head sculpt because that won't work. Nice little addition. I really like that one as well. Okay, so let's move on to the potato chips. As Jetta said, they kind of are really. Good details. The magnets there. I haven't tested the magnets out yet. I will down the road, and I will use it for posing at some point. I do like the extra options, so I'm okay with it, but yeah, from what I've seen, not too many people are happy with it. Now we've done the eyes already, so let's take a look at the webs. So here's the webs he comes with. You got 2 shooting webs here, 2 extending webs, so you can make your webs longer. You got then 2 hanging ones as well that have the bits you can grab onto there and there. Really cool. Again, more posing options. I love it. Then you got this one right here. I've used that one already, as you've seen. I quite like it. Great for photography and posing options. Now, lastly, you've got the hands here. Now he has 2 sets of hands on him, or one pair of hands, sorry. Then you've got the web shooting hands up the top here with the web attachments, so I will show you that. Here's the web shooting hand. Great details and texture on the gloves there. If you can see, the sculpting on the hand's great. Good paint details. Look at that on the black there. It looks fantastic. Little patterns on there. And as you can see here, these little slits on each side. This bit pops off, and you can slide the web shooting attachments on there, which is this guy. And you can plug the web into there. They just slide in the back like that. Coming down the hands, you got the wall crawling hands, the holding hands for holding accessories, fisted hands, and then the peace sign hands. So we've used that one as well already. I really like that one too. Really cool. But that's it for the accessories. So now we're going to move on to Spidey's look and articulation before finishing up with the pose showcase at the end. Let's get to it. Okay, just before moving on to articulation, I want to give you an up-close look at the detail on this suit, because when you get up close, you can see all the textures and beautiful design that from a distance you don't quite see as well. It's remarkable. The feel of it in hand also feels really cool. From the red bumps in the red sections to all the lines in the black, there's no spot that doesn't have purpose or thought on this suit. It feels tactical and is very tight-fitting to the body, which is in line with how he looks on film, and it's what I think a skin-tight bodysuit would look and feel like. This back Spider-Man symbol has great detail in it with a hexagon-like pattern and white colour. It's a great shape and size for the suit. The white just pops and the red and black looks awesome. As we come around, you'll also see the front Spider-Man symbol, which is also great. I love the design and look and how that one's raised up and sits on the chest. All in all, the look of this guy is amazing and I love it. If you're a Spider-Man fan and you want to have a great representation of what this suit would be, I feel this is it, and I'm super happy to have him in the collection. Okay, before moving on to the articulation, I'm just going to show you the look of the rest of the suit and the lower part here. You can see how the pattern, get that bit of dust off him. He's a dust magnet. See how the pattern comes down the leg here? Looks great. And it goes into the boots. Just have a look at the tread. There's the tread. And then the back here. So, no spot missed for detail. Even here you've got the little silver parts on the forearms. I think that's a nice touch. and how the colors and patterns here match up with the material to the plastic. Overall, such a great looking suit. Okay, so let's get on to the articulation. So, head can swivel to the side. You can push it more. I'll push it more in the pose showcase. You can look up, down. You can look down pretty good. Neck doesn't move much. It moves a little bit. Be gentle because there's some stuff. I can feel stuff in there. I don't want to break anything. You can see the design of his body. You can see he's got traps, but he's very lean and stringy looking, his physique, which Tom Holland is. So I think they've got the look there. Very lean, athletic look. Works well for Spider-Man. Now, articulation on the arms. They are ratcheted, which is awesome. You'll see here bunching. You can maneuver the suit around, guys, so it's not as stressed, yet in a stressful position. You just got to take your time, move the suit around, move the joints around, and line it up exactly how you like, and you'll be fine. Arm bend, you got double bend in the elbow. There will be a lot of bunching, but it is what it is. Only time will tell how the suit will hold up in that. Wrist articulation is great, obviously all the way around. No issues with the wrists and hand articulation. For the crunch, it's not ratcheted. It does crunch quite a bit. And then he can lean back well. And you can make it look even more when you move the legs around and articulate the body. In the hips here, you will get bunching, but you can, legs are on a ratchet, so you can ratchet it out like that. And you can bring it up quite a bit. But when you do, I hold the suit and twist slowly and try and massage it back into place, which I think you have to do with every limb when you use this and pose this. It'll start bunching up and getting loose, but the suit mends itself and goes back to it, at least so far for me. Now you see here, double bend in the knee. Got good foot articulation for sure. Side to side swivel, really good, and then toe articulation, which is great for dynamic posing for Spidey. All that's really good. I will show you the dorso twist. So you can get him twisted pretty well, but look at that bunching. So up to you how you want to do it, but I know I'm going to be putting him in quite a few stressful positions for the videos and content I'm going to be making. Let me just put him there. All in all though, I feel like there's enough movement in there to get some great poses to match along with the look and the realism that Hot Toys always goes for. I think it's a good mix, a good blend. I'm looking forward to having some fun with him and to see what he can do, and hopefully give you guys some good ideas from what you can do for your displays. So let's get to it. Okay guys, the pose showcase. Today, I'm doing 6 poses here to give you some display options and to show you what you can create with the figure. What I'm trying to do at the moment is a little different and something that hasn't been done already by other YouTube reviewers. At the moment, I'm enjoying trying to create little stories with my figures, so here we go. Pose number 1, the spider. I chose to do this pose because I wanted to play with some angles for photography purposes, and I wanted to see if I could recreate the look of him crawling along a wall or crawling on the roof like a spider, and he can do it. So I'll probably play around with some different type of crawling poses as well. Now, it is a stressful one because on the left side at the knee and hip points, they are quite stretched, and I can see issues possibly occurring there. The right shoulder though, I took my time and I got this angle I wanted pretty safely with the material around the shoulder. However, over time, I can see this crawling pose creasing the suit in these areas, so it's not going to be a pose I'm going to leave him in long term. Pose number 2. Peter's spider senses are activated and he's alert as danger is near. For this pose, pretty much every part of him is tweaked and articulated, no straight lines. I've played with the angle of the camera here too to make it appear like he's not on flat ground. I do think it only looks good from particular angles, but overall I'm happy with it as it was an idea I had in my head for a while now. I wanted to try to convey that ready for action type of look that I remember when I think of Spider-Man poses. I have to say as well, he balanced really well for this, as it was pretty easy to get him to hold this on the turntable to my surprise. Also for me, because of the stretching and creasing on the suit, it won't be a long-term display option. I'll do my photography and move on from it. Pose number 3. The Molten Man attacks. Spidey is startled and leaps back. I love this diorama base that comes with the Stealth Suit Deluxe Spidey, and I've been wanting to use it for a while now. I know, it's not accurate to the film, but I love just playing around and creating things, and I think these two go great together. The pose is pretty easy to pull off. I have him looking down. There isn't much stress on the arms, if any at all. There is a waist bend which creases the material, and the right hip and knees are again creasing quite a bit. But honestly, any poses with him being somewhat dynamic are going to crease this suit because it is so tight fitting. I think you just have to decide what you want out of the figure, because for me, I want to play, so I will have to deal with what comes from that. But that's okay with me. That's what I want from this figure. Pose number 4. Spidey leaping into action to fight the drones that are projecting the Molten Man. For this one, I've added all the drones I have. I've placed them all on an angle looking up, as if the scene is in the air and the drones are flying up to attack. I think this pose for Spidey is actually the least stressful on the suit out of the ones I've done so far as well, because there's no real tight bends, other than the left knee, which isn't actually that bad. I am skeptical about leaving him with the waist grabber on though, but he is so light, and I don't think it will be an issue depending on how you place the grabber on him and adjust the angle to get a good balance. You may have also noticed so far that the lighting has been changing in the background. I've been experimenting with the lighting throughout making this video, using the green and red. The green to represent Mysterio, his foe from the film, lurking, and the red to represent Spidey. When I get my Mysterio figure, I will have a pose showcase using him with all of my Spideys planned, and I can't wait to have some fun with that one and put it on the channel. Now, in a second, I turn off one of my lights here to enhance the light up effect on the Molten Man so you can see how cool he looks too. I do dig this guy. I actually think that looks really cool with the darker background. Pose number 5. Spider-Man now mid-air, shooting webs at multiple drones whilst dodging the Molten Man. Again, I'm happy with this one, but I don't necessarily like all the flight stands on the turntable. It does look very crowded, I feel. This one though I feel is good for photography because I can edit out the stands, but when I put him in the display cabinet, I won't be using stands unless I absolutely need to. The scene I want to create is to make it all look suspended within the display. The pose itself, it's pretty basic and does have some stressful points in the right knee, right hip and left shoulder, but I won't be leaving him in this one, so no need to worry. One thing I like about having a diorama or other pieces to interact with is the options it gives you. For the poses in this showcase, I set up the diorama first and then I posed up Spidey going off the environment he was now going up against. And I actually think that's a great way to inspire ideas for poses, because if you have something for the character to interact with, you can feed off that to create a scene. Pose number 6, the final pose. Spider-Man standing atop the drones, victorious, and now waiting with me for Mysterio to arrive. I love this one, and it's actually my favorite pose I came up with for this showcase. If I didn't have other plans for my display, I'd leave him in this one long term for sure. There's no real pressure on the suit other than the left hip. The crease is minimal though, still there, but minimal, and that's it. I have him holding the drones by using the wall crawling hands, and then I friction fitted the drones into his hands, as there are grooves in the hands that fit in pretty easy actually. The balance is great, and he didn't fall over once during setup and filming, which was really impressive. And I think with the addition of the diorama base and the accessories, you can make a simple, safe pose, have more presence on the shelf, and if you can swing it, creating setups like this in your display adds some extra flair. Let me know which pose and setup you like best in the comments down below. So, this concludes my Hot Toys 1/6 scale Spider-Man Far From Home review and posing showcase. I hope you enjoyed the structure of this video today, as I'm still finding my way with filming, posing and reviewing figures. I do think I'm leaning more towards doing posing showcases rather than reviews, because I do only purchase figures I want currently, so my opinion may be a little biased. Let me know though if you enjoy my take on things anyway, as I really enjoy making content and seeing how I can keep improving. Lastly, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel if you like my style. Just by doing so, you'll automatically go in the draw to win your very own Hot Toys Dark Knight 1/6 scale figure with a custom cape that I'm giving away once I reach 1K subscribers. It's that easy, guys. I'd really appreciate it, and it helps me grow the channel so I can continue to build up and create even more content with the figures we all love to collect. Until next time, live your life, have fun and keep posing. I'm out.